This is Inji from Go Be Scholar. Today we are here at Columbia. Hi guys, this is Inji from Go Be Scholar. Today we are here at Columbia University.
I know you like the way I pop out. Let's go hit Lennox. Another week, another knockout.
So who's your ex? Okay.
Oh my god.
So what's your name? What school do you study in, and what's your major?
Okay, so I'm Karina. We're all in GS. My major is sustainable development and comparative literature.
I'm Monica, also GS, and I'm a junior doing political science.
Nehemiah, and I study human rights and philosophy.
Hi, my name is Megan. I'm a senior at Barnard College and I study computational neuroscience.
So what's your name? What major are you studying, and what year are you in?
I'm Brooke. I am at Barnard and I'm studying economics.
Hi, I'm Ava. I'm studying economics, mathematics, and I'm at Columbia College.
Okay, I'm a freshman here. My name's Ollie Spencer, and I'm studying. It's very I'm kind of guessing at the moment, but I'm thinking political science and maybe a business concentration. So still finding out.
When you applied, what did you declare your major as?
On the application, actually, I said that I would be a physics student. So I'm not sure if I would have been in C's or CC, one of the two different colleges here. But yeah, I had a complete change of heart, and now I'm kind of leaning towards the political science.
So you guys just said your majors, right? Was it this? Was that your intended major when you applied, or did you guys change afterwards?
I changed maybe 10 times. I had no idea what I really wanted to study, so I actually tried a lot of different classes across a lot of different subjects, and then I ended up landing on neuroscience and declaring that.
It was my intended major.
I came in pretty undecided. I always liked the social sciences, so I was considering sociology, but then I decided on economics.
So you guys are in GS, right? So could you tell us about how you got into Columbia? Where did you study before?
Yeah, exactly. GS is dual BA students, veterans, and ballet dancers. So we spent 2 years doing the dual BA in different cities because we wanted an international experience. I think most of us that was the case. I did political science. I came here wanting to specialize in something different, and it worked out. Oh, it's working out.
What about you?
Yeah, same story. I'm on the dual BA program with Trinity College Dublin, so I spent my first 2 years in Dublin. I am Irish, so I kind of wanted to do Trinity and then found out about the program, and I really wanted to do this as well. And I did a course called European Studies while there, and I really, really enjoyed it.
What about you?
Okay, and then I did a different dual BA campus, so I was in Tel Aviv for the last 2 years. And really, when I was applying to colleges, I really wanted to get out of the US in some way, and then I found out about these programs, which have a 2-year split, which I really liked. And it's a completely different experience living somewhere for 2 years versus just one semester. I feel like I was actually able to live there. And then also as part of our program, we end up with a degree from each institution at the end of the 4 years. Yeah, exactly, so.
But I think it's more a 0 degree because we're not fully getting the.
So when you guys applied for university, what do you think was your wow factor that got into your school, that got you into your school?
Ooh, on my application, I'm guessing maybe the interview. I was thinking about this afterwards, actually. I thought I had a virtual interview because I live in the UK, and I think my interview went pretty well. I was very pleased with how it went. I think I thought my common application was okay. It wasn't special, but it was all right. So I think maybe the interview, if I took a guess.
I'm not sure. Actually, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I was very into rowing. I didn't get recruited for the sport, but that was a big extracurricular that I did. It took a lot of my time.
For a really long time?
Yeah, I did it all of high school, and I'm now doing it at Columbia.
Did you take the SAT by any chance?
I took the ACT.
Yeah, I chose to do the ACT.
I took the ACT.
If it's okay with you guys, would you mind sharing your score?
Yeah, I got a 33.
Yeah, I got a 33 unsuper scored, and then I super scored to a 34.
I think it was 34, 33. I know, I don't remember. That was my first score. The second time I took it, I got 20s, so.
No, I took advantage of the test optional side of Columbia. So yeah.
I'm an international student, and I did not take the SAT. I did the Leaving Certificate, which is Ireland's final exams for school.
What about you?
Yeah, I don't even know if I ended up submitting my score, because I just took it once because it was all at the middle of COVID when I was applying, but I got a 1460. It's not
That's
a good,
still-
yeah,
that's
it
not
was
bad.
fine. I took took the SAT, I got a 1580.
Oh my god.
Super high.
I didn't know that.
What tips would you give for high school students who want to get into Columbia?
I would say, it's getting more and more challenging now, I think, because so many more people are applying to colleges now. So definitely it's a lot harder than when I applied, but I'd say focus on the things that you're passionate about and really hone in on those like extracurriculars that really show the skills that you want to highlight in your application. So if you're really passionate about neuroscience, maybe you start like a club or an outreach organization to teach people about neuroscience. If you're passionate about art, really like hone in on the art and make that come out in your essays.
Like show you're really interested in something and sort of like have a story around that, and sort of not have everything, but have things that you're really interested in, focus around that one thing, if that makes any sense.
Right. Okay. I'd say one of my best friends actually applied to the US as well, and he unfortunately didn't get into any colleges, and he applied to like 10. It was crazy. I felt super bad for him. But I would say what he did, unfortunately, is I think his parents had a huge say on like what went onto his application, and I think it sounds cliche, but I'd say the best thing you can do is be yourself. I think it needs to come from you, it needs to come from the heart, and I think that shows that passion and that care for what you love really shows on an application, and your parents can't do that for you. So I would really recommend just like speaking from the heart, talk about what you love. I wrote my main essay on the application about something that I really love. So I was able to, I think, write the best version of it because I was able to speak about what I love. So that's my advice. Just really like hone in on what you like, what you're passionate about, and like kind of write from there. It should be, if you know you like something, it should be easier, if that makes sense.
If you had to give any tip for like high school students who want to like go your route, what would it be?
For our route, wow, I just say be curious. I came in open. I think political science was a good umbrella term for the general humanities, and I wanted to be inspired, so that worked out really well for me. I had to be really open. I couldn't commit to anything.
What tip would you have for high school students?
I would honestly say consider doing the dual BA. You can spend time in multiple cities in France. You can go to Dublin, you can go to Tel Aviv. There's also a program in Hong Kong. It's a cool program. It's much more immersive than like a traditional study abroad, and I feel like it produces some really cool and interesting people as we see right here. So I really loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think going off that, I think there's a big assumption that going out of state or going international can be way more expensive than going to your local university. But don't shut yourself off. There's a lot of ways of finding scholarships. This ended up being one of the cheaper college paths for me. So just stay open. Think about what you want. It's exciting. It's exciting part.
Last question is kind of random, but what's the most craziest or funny stories you have from while studying here? It could be from other people or your own story.
Or abroad. Well, okay, so I did this thing called couch surfing. So every weekend in France, we had just a random visitor just stay at our place for the weekend. So I came here, I was like, okay, this is probably a little more sketchy. I don't know if I can do that, Columbia housing. Oops. But no, I once in a while I've taken friends. I've taken in friends of a friend recently. And I just like meeting new people. Sometimes you don't even know who's staying over. So I think that's great. Gets you out of the bubble. And I like to show people, and I've become a lot more grateful as a student here when I get to talk about my experience to outsiders.
Craziest story? Oh gosh. Okay, when it was winter, I'm just trying to think. This isn't super crazy, but it's the funniest thing I can think of. I saw this guy. There was a pretty tall snowman. It must have been as tall as me. I just saw some guy walk up to it and hit him with a huge roundhouse. Cleanly swiped off the head of the poor snowman. So that was pretty funny. I've actually got that on tape somewhere. But yeah, that's it. Sorry, that's not super interesting, but it's the coolest thing I can think of. But yeah, it's a pretty cool school. But that was just the funniest thing I saw because it was just super random and it was 11 o'clock at night. Oh. So yeah, it's just yeah, it's just super random.
Oh, I don't know.
There must be a lot because New York is known for being crazy. A lot of stuff happens. So.
I don't know. I can't think of one.
I don't know, on campus?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not trying to think. I don't know if I have any crazy stories from here. We have a crazy book club, which
How is it crazy?
It's just like got 35 members. It's gotten pretty big. Yeah. Yeah. We go. Yeah. How about you?
Talk about it.
What about it? We meet up every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And we discuss books, and then afterwards we always go out and we drink bee's knees. It's just like a cocktail with like gin and honey.
Great. And lemon.
Yeah, and lemon.
Thank you for the interview.
Of course. Thank you for interviewing us.
Get in, whatnot.
I know you like the way I pop out.